It's been a long time. Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my grind, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. A predator smells fear, and I smell a lot. My competitors fled scared, cause they smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, and much success. Stress us, I want it all, no less. So come on.
Hello, everyone. I'm Putty Koala. It's day. We're gonna be doing some wrestling.
Can I make it full size so it can fit the? Just give me a second, folks.
You're just looking in my eyes for a little bit.
Where is it?
Enjoy them.
Look at its eyes. They're so creepy.
And sometimes when I'm alone, I ruffle my bamboo.
I heard bamboo.
And then I eat it.
What the fuck?
You did this. You forced this to happen. This is all your fault.
Welcome to SmackDown.
Welcome to SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. My name is Putty. Welcome to another edition of Tuesday Night SmackDown. We are in Madison Square Garden. We have some more excellent King of the Ring qualifier matches as we approach Week 3. Let's get right into it. We also have a very special surprise this week.
First of all, do we want to look at the bracket?
No, we'll look at the league table later.
All right. Let's go!
Hold on a second.
This is the return of a hero.
What?
God damn it, buddy.
What? No, it's not a JBL.
Oh, I thought it was JBL. I was like, you son of a bitch.
It's not JBL. They're just. Remember back when we were still doing the machine vignettes? This represents a vignette.
Oh, fuck.
Last week, Rusev dominated Zack Sabre Jr. Shinsuke Nakamura beat a long-term rival, and both Johnny Gargano and Roderick Strong picked up victories to remain at the top of the bracket. This week, the number 1 seed goes one-on-one with the number 1 contender. Shinsuke Nakamura faces the Clown Fiesta, and there is inter-stable rivalry. And we start off the show with a vignette hyping up that later tonight we will have the return of a hero.
I thought it was JBL. I remembered him and AJ Styles having like a weird pseudo. Yeah. I forgot if he beat him up or something like that. And I was like, the return of a hero, everybody. An American hero, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Well, the return of the hero tonight could well be an American hero. We don't know.
It's G.I. Joe, folks.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we're right into a match, so let's take a look at the bracket.
You fucker, buddy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Do you like this 12-minute slow build?
You terrible fuck.
Alright, so as you can see, Rusev, Strong, and Gargano all on 4 points. Now remember that Strong and Rusev are going to fight each other tonight, so only one of those two can end up on 6 points. Of course, they could both end up on 5. So we could end up with a clear league leader by the end of the night. We've already had our first result spoiled for us, but that's okay. As, of course, with a bit of a roll-up, Pentagon Jr. picks up his first victory over Matthew Riddle. Gets on the score sheet. Yep. So our next matchup is going to be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Thoughts on these two? Let's take a look at the league table for them, by the way.
I'm very disgusted by you.
So yes, Hiroshi Tanahashi, of course, you have to get points. Same with Zack Sabre Jr. So this is we talked about it last week, where if somebody didn't get on the board by the end of last week, they're going to have a very, very difficult time qualifying for the semifinals. With Tanahashi versus Sabre Jr. here, you have to feel that if they do not get points tonight, that one of them is just eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah.
Is there any? Obviously, they haven't had a great tournament so far, but is there any redeeming qualities in either of them that you're looking at right now?
Well, in terms of who I think is going to win the match, really, given that redeemable quality, I'm going to have to give it to Hiroshi Tanahashi, simply for the experience factor. He won the G1, New Japan's prestigious tournament back in 2014 and 2015, and I think that's going to give him the edge over Zack Sabre Jr.
Actually, might have won it in 14 as well. I don't think he did though. I think it was Okada. All right, let's go.
I don't know if you wanted me to respond to that or not.
Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi with an octopus hold. Gets on the board. Tana's not having a good tournament. Gotta say though, he's got that head injury.
He does. He's hurt, and to be honest, I did forget about the head injury. How could I forget? Of course, he's fucking bandaged all hell.
Tana forgot.
Tana don't remember. Tana's like, what?
Let's take a look at the league table. Our next match is Carl Anderson, Kenny Omega, both, of course, members of the Magnificent SmackDown 6.
I think they're both on 1-1, so it's.
Anderson, of course, best tournament wrestler in the history of professional.
I think you got to give it to Carl Anderson, simply because he is the best tournament wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. He's got so much experience versus Kenny Omega, who
hasn't really shined so far.
Yeah, to say the least. Like I said, he had his chance last week to really shine on his own, and he didn't take the opportunity.
All right, let's move on to the match.
Let us move on to the match.
So this match starts, and Kenny, Kenny talks to Carl, and Carl's like, "All right, fine." Carl starts to lay down.
No,
the crowd
funny.
Is booing. The crowd is booing. Kenny gets on top, and he's like, "Yeah, we're doing this." 1, 2. Carl kicks out, and Kenny's like, "The fuck, Carl? The fuck? We talked about this.
We talked about this, Carl.
You agreed. You lost the coin toss." Carl's like, "I don't think that coin toss was very official. We're going to do rock, paper, scissors." And so they have a rock, paper, scissors match out there. Kenny wins. So Carl's like, all right, fine. Lies down again. Kenny gets on top. 1, 2, Carl kicks out. Kenny's like, "Carl, we literally just talked about this." And Carl's like, "Yeah, fuck you. Gun stun." And
shit.
then Kenny rolls out of the ring and is like, "Fine. You want some? You want some?" And then they have a fun little 6-minute sprint where Kenny wins.
Shocking indeed.
And we had the intermission.
Oh, do we? Oh, man.
There's always 3 matches before the intermission, where Carl gets on the mic.
Carl gets on the mic and he's like, "Intermission, folks."
Okay, your fucking popcorn. Let's move on. To parking lot incident 2 electric boogaloo.
Oh, damn.
Kevin Owens is in the parking lot and he is buying a ticket of some sort from the Madison Square Garden ticket office. And it all seems good. He pays his money, and it seems that he has a ticket for something. You have to assume SmackDown next week, right? But then he spots out of the corner of his eye something, and he looks a little spooked. He grabs his ticket and he walks away.
Like, the thing is, like, it's his own shadow or something like that. He's like, "The fuck is that?" It's a snowman. It's the snowman he pushed over in Montreal.
The snowman is coming through.
It's coming back for him. We didn't show the people the end of year awards.
No, we didn't. We were supposed to do that on Raw.
Did we do it this episode?
No.
Sami Zayn won Wrestler of the Year. That's all you need to know.
So yeah, Bailey arrives.
Patty's favorite angle.
I'm ready to prove myself to the world. Alexa comes out with the bent chair, the same chair.
No!
And just beats the shit out of Bailey. The chair breaks in half. So there we go.
Alexa takes the 2 pieces and goes home.
Goes home, yeah. Up next, ladies and gentlemen. Up next. A hero returns.
Please tell me it actually is JBL.
Up next, and the hero is
Whoa.
Kurt Angle comes out and he gets on the mic and he says, I've been away from this business for a very long time. I haven't wrestled a professional wrestling match since 2006. And it has been a very long and hard journey to recover from a career-threatening injury that I sustained at WrestleMania 22. But you know what? I got the all clear last week. I got the all clear, and after 12 years on the shelf, I'm back. And, I couldn't stand sitting there and watching all of the festivities around my favorite time period of the year.
Christmas?
So I'm announcing that I'm announcing officially that Kurt Angle will be in the Royal Rumble match.
Oh, fuck.
And, he celebrates with the crowd and then he heads backstage.
The crowd's just kind of like, ah! Jesus Christ. Oh, shit.
He runs into a bit of a roadblock. Regal walks up to Angle and goes, about that. There's actually only one spot left for SmackDown in the Rumble, and I don't want to fill it with you. So no, that's not happening. But thanks for coming. It was a good segment. See you later, Sunshine.
Kurt Angle goes home, never to be seen again, folks. He tried.
He's got the all clear. Maybe he'll go wrestle in Ring of Honor.
Who knows?
So we have the introductions for Johnny Gargano versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Johnny wins. He stays with maximum points, 3-0. For Shinsuke, he gets back in the race, 2-1 if Shinsuke can win this one. 2-1 if Shinsuke can win this one. What do you think? We've got the Clown Fiesta versus the Puro Legend. Your favorite versus a guy you really like.
Who's who there?
Shinsuke was your favorite at the start of the tournament.
He is, and he's going to win.
Week out, the Gargano has that killer instinct.
Gargano does have that killer instinct, but Shinsuke Nakamura does have something that Johnny Gargano doesn't, and that's a very violent knee strike to the temple. Ladies and gentlemen, it's simple. You look at Johnny Gargano, you look at Shinsuke Nakamura. Aside from being Asian, there is one difference between the two. Shinsuke Nakamura is a champion.
Fair, true.
He's
not right now.
Johnny Gargano is somebody who, yes, he does have the killer instinct. He does have that ability to win any match he wants.
He's able to evolve.
He adapts. And very rarely perishes.
Very rarely perishes. On occasion.
He does, on occasion, he does lose to Ciampa.
Very rarely, though. He beat Ciampa in the end.
But Shinsuke Nakamura is the most experienced pro wrestler in this tournament.
That is not true.
That is very true. There's nobody better. Nobody who's wrestled more matches than him.
I think there's at least 3.
Who would those people be?
4. Roddy definitely, Tana definitely, Sabre probably, and Carl probably.
No, that's bullshit.
Let's see the match, folks.
Yes.
So we have Shinsuke Nakamura defeating Johnny Gargano with a Kinshasa, and I'd like to put in that this was a very clean match. Just traditional Puro, 2 guys exchanging strikes, exchanging suplexes, submission holds, stiff stuff. Johnny didn't cheat. Johnny didn't even try to cheat. But Shinsuke picked up the win.
He's not showing his winning mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Cost him.
Mm.
What do we got up next?
Introductions for our main event.
Oh, man.
So we have the introductions for Roderick Strong versus Rusev. Number 1 contender versus the number 1 seed. First place versus second place. Battle for supremacy. The winner goes clear at the top. We now know Gargano lost, which means whoever wins this, if we do have a winner, it'll be the first time that the first place in this tournament has a clear advantage over second. Up until now, we've had joint first. But no. If somebody wins this match, they will go clear top of the table, 2 points clear. If we have a draw, they'll be joint first. at 5 points, but the winner would be on 6, ahead of the chasing pack on 4. What are you thinking? First seed versus number 1 contender.
I'm thinking these two go to a time limit draw. The two of them are on top of their game right now. Like you said, the number 1 contender versus the number 1 seed. They're both there for a reason. They're both two amazing professional wrestlers, and I think they're going to take each other to the limit. But at the end of the day, I don't see either of these guys allowing themselves to be beaten by the other guy with so much on the line.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't usually do this and pick someone. I think Roderick Strong's gonna pick this one up. I think he is on. We've said this before. He has the most momentum potentially of anyone ever in the history of SmackDown. He's on one of the best runs of his career. He has a title shot in 3 weeks at the Rumble. I think Roderick Strong can do no wrong at the moment.
And let's do it to it.
Do they know things? Let's find out.
Let's find out. Do I know things?
Do you know things?
I don't know things.
You don't know things. And the Superb in about that Superb Wrestling in Great Heat, Rusev defeated Roderick Strong in 23:03 by submission with the Accolade. Long match.
Very long.
Rusev goes top of the table.
Interesting.
Let's take a look at the table.
Let us take a look at the table here as we see the end show graphic. And that, come here. And that is your end of week 3 rankings.
So I'd like to take, we can clearly see there are tiers developing here.
Yes.
Hiroshi Tanahashi is out. Rusev is by far ahead, but we have 2 tiers of chasing pack. We've got Strong through Nakamura being the first chasing pack, probably the more likely contenders, and then you've got kind of a second chasing pack that could still qualify for the semifinals, but will probably be pretty happy at this point qualifying for Money in the Bank. So we're starting to see tiers developing. Those seeds you see, as you can see, they're all messed up now. The seeds are not meaning a lot at this stage in the tournament. I think you can very clearly divide people into 4 tiers. You got Rusev and Tana tiers of their own, and then you've got like your tier 1 chaser pack and your tier 2 chaser pack. And we could see that develop a little bit. Go on, Heather.
Something that's definitely interesting is Carl Anderson. Somebody who I think we both thought was going to do fairly well in this tournament being so low.
Well, as we mentioned on week 1, being a great tournament wrestler means hopefully he will improve as the tournament goes on.
That's true. If other guys blow themselves up, I'm looking at Matthew Riddle. Young guy.
He's not that young, but he's inexperienced.
Yeah, young in terms of experience, I guess I do mean.
He's one of the older guys in the tournament, actually.
Somebody like Johnny Gargano could blow himself up, but then again, there's the winning mentality. Kenny Omega could blow himself up. Roderick Strong could even blow himself up. Even Rusev.
What are we at, an ISIS convention?
God damn it. Rusev, the number 1 seed, could even blow up potentially and lose every single match from here on out. That match was so long, 23 some odd minutes.
The longest match in the tournament so far, I think.
Who's going to take advantage? Who's facing Rusev next week?
Well, next week in our main event, Kenny Omega takes on Roderick Strong, and Rusev takes on Matthew Riddle. So Rusev has a quieter week next week. Hiroshi Tanahashi takes on Carl Anderson in a very Japanese-oriented match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Pentagon Jr. and Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Johnny Gargano.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think first, the one match I want to point out is our opener next week, Gargano versus Sabre Jr. They have been on the same page for a lot of last year. They were working together against a lot of threats here on SmackDown, and now they have to fight each other. Will Sabre Jr. have the kind of have the ability to kind of put that camaraderie aside and fight his worst, because Gargano is going to fight his worst. We saw Gargano lose tonight without using his usual tricks. You can bet your ass that he's going to be using his tricks next week.
Oh yeah, got to make up for it.
He's got his bag ready backstage. He's going to phone up Yano. He's going to be like, "What can I use next week?" He's going to have fucking props. It's going to be crazy next week.
1000%.
Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week for Omega versus Strong in our main event. The man who who replaced Strong in the Magnificent SmackDown 7 versus the man who feels wronged for that replacement.
It's
Again.
It's Asuka, buddy. It's Asuka.
No, that's Asuka.
What?
She'd have it.